Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question to the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocket.radio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
And a good morning to you. It is time for Coffee Ann here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. My name is Joe Callahan. At the Coffee Ann table, we'll say good morning and hello to Melissa Murray. Hi, Melissa.
Good morning, everyone. Hello.
And we're also being joined by Steve Laramie. He makes his once-a-year appearance here on the Coffee Ann program. I drag him in kicking and screaming every year to talk about entertainment at Autumn Fest. Hi, Steve.
Good morning.
Hi, Steve.
I said good morning, Joe.
Okay,
how are you?
Very good, very good. The first segment of Coffee Ann is brought to you by the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce. Visit them online at nrichamber.com. Well, Steve, it takes some... How many months would you say it takes you to put the whole entertainment schedule together for all 3 days?
We're what, in the October this year? So
Yes.
it takes 10 months.
To put it together, okay. Because things, when you think you got it all straightened out and ready to go, bang, something happens.
I've probably had 7 different lineups since I've started this.
Wow.
I really started about February, March.
Okay.
Usually I have it all solidified by, let's say, June. Mm-hmm. And then the changes happen, and, you
Got to roll with the changes.
roll from there.
So bands still reaching out to you to get into Autumn Fest, and then and then you reach out to others as well. So.
And this year, that was actually a blessing in disguise because I had somebody who pulled out literally Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I had another person who just reached out to me on Monday, and I swapped them because I didn't have time to go back through the list and find someone new.
Sometimes it's just luck. So.
It really was.
All right, so things kick off on Saturday on the main stage at Autumn Fest, World War II Park. Will begin at 11 a.m. with a band called Trigger South. They do country music. Tell us about Trigger South. Where are they from?
They're right here, local from Massachusetts. They play a lot over at was it Wojcicki's Farm, things like
Wojcik's
that.
Farm.
Wojcik's Farm. Yep, they've done a lot of little concert series in Blackstone and Bellingham. So they do country music. They sound very good. I love putting on local acts because it's just community building.
Yeah.
So they're going to start us off.
First year at the Autumn Fest for these guys?
First year for them.
Okay.
And Zach Brown went over so well last year. I think Woonsocket is slowly turning country, so I'm going to start to probably go
More
that way.
acts.
It's not really my genre.
Yeah,
but,
same.
I got to look at it this way. This is
Something
not,
for everybody.
Exactly.
Right?
It's not to entertain me. This is to entertain you.
Right.
So, they're going to start us off and take us right up to the opening ceremonies.
All right. Opening ceremonies will be at noon. New this year for emceeing the opening ceremonies, we've brought in Roger Bejan, one of the founding fathers of Autumn Fest. Will be doing the
New
opening
this year.
ceremonies. New this year. So that'll be a lot of fun. Opening ceremonies usually takes about an hour or so, and then half an hour, and then we bring Trigger South. Will be back from 12:30 to 1:30, and they'll finish up their set, and then we have a Autumn Fest staple coming in at 1:30. We'll be there.
Kim Oakes, and she's doing this in memory of Chris Medina. Chris and Kim play Autumn Fest every year. I've been doing it for a few years, and they've done it for me. They've been coming here forever. And Chris, unfortunately, died. And Kim is going to carry on, and she's going to do a memorial show for Chris. So I think that's great.
Is Kim going to sing Elvis the way Chris used to sing?
I don't believe that, but she is going to honor him on stage.
All right. Well, that'll be great. It'll be great to see Kim again as well. Then it will be the first one of the dance studios that comes in, Krylo Dance Studio at 2 o'clock.
Krylo's been with us forever, and I really appreciate them, and they do a good job.
Mm-hmm. When they're done, a slight little break, and then we were going to bring in a positive hip-hop group called J Kids, but something happened, and now they can't make it.
Yes, and that was my first change, where I come up with a band called Echoes.
Yep.
So there's going to be 2 young guys who used to play in a band called Roadie that plays on the kids stage with Matt.
Matt Lamorosa group.
Two of those kids are now formed an acoustic act called Echoes, and they're going to be playing on the main stage.
So not hip hop, but well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and it's basically 90s, 2000s acoustic
music.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, this has been they've done this the past couple of years from 4 to 4:30. Judy Sullivan likes to get up and play basically for us older folks. We called it Beat the Clock, but they call it Minute to Win It. So a lot of audience participation, bring people up on stage so they can spin the toilet paper and bounce the ping pong balls or whatever game she comes up with to win prizes.
And let me tell you, Judy loves doing this.
Yeah.
She loves interaction with the community.
Yeah.
So this is something I give her as much as she wants because she does a lot for Autumn Fest. And, and first of all, you can't say no to Judy. So
Right.
she manipulates you into thinking it's your idea. So that's always a great thing. So no, but she does a great job with Minute to Win It. And we have a good time, with audience participation. So.
And you don't want all 4'8" of her coming at you. She's going to punch you in the kneecap if you don't do it. Right.
Hey
That's
now.
right. Melissa's short, too. Taking the pictures. Judy, get in front. That's the way we do it with Judy.
He's always.
All right. When Minute to Win It is done around 4:30, another local rock music, Amber Rose.
Amber Rose.
Where's she from?
They're actually out of Johnston.
Okay.
And I will tell you, she is fantastic. She has one of the best voices I've ever heard. She is fantastic. If anybody needs to hear a woman sing any music, you've got to come see Amber Rose and the Renegades. Fantastic. You will not believe them. And we've got such a great sound system at Autumn Fest that bands really should understand that they're going to sound even better coming to our show. So, but Amber Rose is really going to blow some people away.
Does she play an instrument?
Nope.
No, she just sings?
Just sings.
A cappella? Or does she have a band with her?
Oh no, she's got a band.
Oh, okay.
It's the Renegades are with her, so
I
it's
see.
Amber Rose and the Renegades. And she'll do Janis Joplin, she'll do Pat Benatar,
Okay.
she'll do. It's endless and fantastic,
Okay.
fantastic.
All right, here we go with another flip-flop of our musical acts. We were at 6:30. We were supposed to have the Catnip Junkies and New Orleans Swing, but they had ran into a scheduling snafu. They'll be on Sunday, and then we flipped Josh Kerwin, who was gonna be on Sunday, to Saturday. I'm glad he could move.
Thank you, Josh Kerwin.
Yeah.
These are the little things that save a program, and that's why we're giving Josh kudos, because he, at the last minute, really, really bailed us out, or bailed me out, bailed you out, because this is the way we keep the community going, and
Yeah.
we're not going to have a hiccup now because of Josh.
And Steve was telling me the Catnip Junkies reached out to Josh to ask him. They didn't go through Steve. They did.
Absolutely.
I don't know how did they know him.
They don't know him personally. They literally
Wow.
reached out to him because they saw his name, found out who he was
Yeah.
from the music, reached out to him, found out if he could adjust the schedule because
That's great.
they were almost mirrored from Saturday to
Right,
Sunday.
same times.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And they saved you all that stress by doing that.
Absolutely. I don't know what deal they came up with. I don't care. No.
So who came back to you and said, "Hey, Josh and I we're flipping flopping"? Did Josh do that?
Elizabeth from the Catnip Junkies did,
So we
and
had
then
to
I
do
reached
this?
out to Josh to confirm.
Oh, yeah, is this okay?
And, yep, and Josh confirmed. So he's picked up in half an hour. So Josh will do an hour and a half because we just had to do a little bit of scheduled juggling, like we always do.
Yep.
But Josh is going to come on at 6 to 7, 6 to 7:30. Yeah.
Josh is great too.
Yeah, Josh
Yeah.
is great, actually. Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll have the usual downtime for about a half an hour or so when they do the setup and the sound check for the main line, the headline act for that night, and then we get ready at 8 o'clock. And Steve, I've talked to many people. They're very excited.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
About this Cranberries tribute band, and
all
I
the
thought,
Gen Xers are
Yeah,
so excited.
That is it.
This is the thing I try to tell people. People my age, they go, the Cranberries. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
the Cranberries. And they're like, well, okay. And like, no, you don't understand. Because there are people who love the Cranberries.
Yes.
And there are people who don't
Yeah,
even know the Cranberries.
they're all right.
So, but again,
But they do because they just don't realize that they
Exactly.
do.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's all about entertaining the masses.
Yeah.
So you bring them something different, so everyone can come out and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people who aren't familiar with Cranberry music are gonna come there and go, "Oh my God, I
Isn't
know
this-
that."
Right, I
Isn't
know
this
this song.
great?
Oh, I know
that
this.
one.
Right. I
And-
think you're right. Yeah.
And they're gonna be this band, The Linger, is unbelievable.
They're based out of Denver, Colorado, and they're the only U.S.-based Cranberries tribute band in the country.
Absolutely.
So From what I read from their website, they're out on tour, and Autumn Fest is their final stop on their
Well,
fall tour, unless they've got more dates.
Let me tell you this: they have a local connection in Wareham, Mass.
All right, that's not that far.
One of the girls in the band married, blah blah blah.
All right.
And they heard about the Autumn Fest and reached out to me because it's local to them, and they wanted to come and play us.
Oh, okay.
So this was something that they actually planned to come and do. So they're excited. They're excited to play Autumn Fest, which is awesome. Normally, we're excited to have them as well, and we are. But they're excited to come and play for us, which makes it double.
So are they going to bring all their friends down in Wareham to come on up to Woonsocket?
Well, you know they're
We
not
hope
bringing their friends
so.
from Denver.
And I gotta say, my partner is so excited. Like, he's actually gonna come because he's like, "Ooh, I love the Cranberries." I'm like, "I know you do." So yeah, we're right in that like age bracket too. But even if you think you're like, "Oh, I don't know a Cranberry song," you absolutely do.
You
You
will.
just don't realize it. So I'm sure they're gonna be really great.
Linger's their, was it? Would you say that's their biggest song that the Cranberries had?
Which one?
Linger?
Probably.
I don't know. I
But
think
they had-
Zombie actually might be
We
their,
we played
I think
Zombie on the
Zombie
air.
might be their biggest
Bigger-
song.
That
Oh,
might you might be
But
right.
you know what
But
it
you
is?
don't want to name your band Zombie.
No, but
Well, that's true.
yes.
Because people get the wrong idea. I think you're some kind of heavy metal band going.
Right.
But I will tell
right.
you know what? They've got 3 or 4 songs that are probably equally as huge. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
absolutely. That's what I mean. It's going to be something for everyone for them.
But I was, I went down and was taped, recorded at Channel 12, recorded at Channel 10, and had more people from those TV stations coming up to me to reiterate, when are the Cranberries playing?
Yeah.
It's Saturday, got it. And they write it down. And so, yeah, they're real excited that there's real Cranberry junkies, I guess,
Yeah.
out there.
Well, the lead singer died.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
So
this
that-
year.
that's-
Right.
That's why some tributes are really, really successful, because it's for the people that will never get the chance to see a Cranberry show
That's
live.
right.
Yeah.
Not because they broke up or they don't like each other. No, in her heyday, she died and the music stopped. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So the people want more, and that's another reason that they're successful, I imagine.
All right, we're going to take a break here in the Coffee and program. We're going to talk more about the entertainment coming up at Autumn Fest this weekend. So please don't go anywhere. Right now, this portion of Coffee and has been sponsored by the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce. Visit them online at nrichamber.com.
You know, when you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you're not only getting great coverage, but you're also not paying too much for it. And when it comes to your insurance, there's no one better at getting the right price for your protection than Allstate agents Kara and Celeste Benjamin, because they know when it comes to your bank account, every penny counts towards something bigger, something better. Like a nicer car, that home update you've been dreaming of, or a phone that's fresh out of the box. Those little or big things that we work so hard for. And Kara and Celeste Benjamin want to help you work a little less by getting you the coverage you need and the savings you deserve when you switch to Allstate. Contact Kara and Celeste Benjamin at the Benjamin Agency. One agency, 2 locations in North Smithfield and Bellingham. 765-5000 for a free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands. And you're in good hands with Kara and Celeste Benjamin at the Benjamin Agency. Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
Have you heard of Scott McGee with RE/MAX Properties? He's been selling real estate in Rhode Island and Massachusetts for the last 17 years, and you can see that he loves what he does. Scott, as well as his team, take pride in what they call the fair and honest team. No gimmicks. And no, they're not buying your house if it doesn't sell, etc. Just fair and honest real estate. Scott personally works with tons of sellers and buyers and specializes in residential properties as well as commercial, and he's always very fair and offers super competitive rates. Remember, this is probably the biggest move in dollars that you will ever spend or receive. You want to go with a trusted and experienced agent. Scott is fair, honest, and modest, always puts the clients first, and he also dealt with literally almost any situation. You really need to look at your real estate needs as a business. You want to pay and get the right money now so that you're not paying for it later. Trust me. So why not give Scott McGee a call at 401 639 2906? That's 401 639 2906.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee in Pawtucket. They're a 62-year-old family business that roasts all its coffee right here in Rhode Island. Founded originally as Excellent Coffee Company, they provide great coffee to food service establishments throughout New England.
ON, AM, and FM.
All right, it's Coffee In on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Melissa Murray and Steve Laramie, entertainment coordinator for Unifest, talking about the entertainment that will be on the main stage this coming weekend. We've gone through the Saturday schedule, so now we'll hit the Sunday schedule. And everything begins around noontime on Sunday with a band called the Leaf Jumpers. Alternative rock, Steve?
Absolutely. So if you like REM, you like the Police, and these guys have been playing together for over 20 years. They're out of Connecticut. So this is not like a new beginning act. This is a high-level act for an opening day. So believe me, the only reason that happened like this is I just don't have enough spots to put this quality on stage for the quality slots. But the Leaf Jumpers, if you're in the park, just come over. You're gonna be amazed. These people are classically trained musicians that are gonna blow you off the stage. And like I said, you like the Police, you like REM, you like that alternative, late 90s, early 2000s music, you're going to enjoy these guys.
All right. That'll be followed by our next local dance school, Dance and Beyond.
Yep, Dance and Beyond comes, they don't come every year, but they've been probably for the last 4 years with me, they've been coming. So, you love to support the arts. And it's a big deal for these kids to get up on that stage. And you know what? I encourage everybody to come out and, encourage these kids because, it gives them a little bit of self-esteem and they get to enjoy it. And the bigger the crowd, the more they feel like they're appreciated. So, come on out and let's give these kids their due.
And I see a lot of them. When I'm up on stage, I see a lot of the parents and the grandparents out there, and I know they're out there to see me. So, so it's let's bring out the kids as quickly as possible. And then they're thrilled to see the kids up there. That'll be that Dance and Beyond at 1:30. At 2 o'clock, another dance group, Sammy Vaughn's Praise and Worship Team.
Absolutely. And this Miss Cynthia Henderson, who volunteers for the Autumn Fest, she is the lead pack mom, I guess you'd call her, of that group. They've been dancing with us for a while as well, and they're right off the Baptist Church in Woonsocket on Providence Street. So, we love taking care of our local.
Sure. All right. After the dancing is done, around 2:30, we're bringing back another band, a Beatles tribute band this year.
Okay.
What are they called?
They're called Number 9. No,
For the
honestly,
Beatle fans out there.
Yeah, honest to God, I'm going to tell you something. So I go see the Beatles tribute 1964 almost every year.
At the Stadium Theater.
Yeah, I am a Beatle nut.
Okay.
My brother-in-law Joey a long time ago turned me on, and I'm a Lennon Beatle.
All right.
Becoming a Harrison Beatle actually, but most people don't know, or they do, but the Beatles stopped touring in 1966 and only did studio work. So all the tributes that you see, the people they dress up, they look like the Beatles, they stopped playing any Beatle music after 1966 live. Because you cannot play that music with 4 people on a stage.
No,
because it's all
orchestras.
studio-created music.
Yeah.
Well, this band, Number 9, you're going to come out and you're going to say, who are they on the stage? Because they don't look like John, Paul, George, or Ringo. There's 6 guys up there who can recreate the Beatles' music of anything. They can play
later
Sgt.
stuff.
Pepper.
Yep.
Do you understand?
All right.
Yeah, that's
Any
great.
Beatle fan out there has to understand that you're going to hear Sgt. Pepper at the Autumn Fest from Number 9, and it is going to sound just like the
like the record.
Beatles.
All
So
right.
just shut your eyes because it's going to look like me up there, or Joe, literally, because they're not imitating the Beatles
Yeah.
in the appearance, but they are doing the tribute to their music, which is phenomenal.
Fantastic. So that'll go to 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock on Sunday, we bring back Judy and her crew of Minute to Win It games. More audience participation again for Judy and her crew, so that's always a lot of fun. More audience participation. Come on down and win yourself some prizes. From 4:30 to 6, this band has been at Autumn Fest, I think, the last 3 years. They bring in the hard rock crowd. Platinum Thrill.
Let me tell you something about this. So I usually do not like to double up and bring back music over and over and over again because I like to have diversity and I like to just change it up and give different, entertainment options. every single year, I get screamed at from more people online and emails that Platinum Thrill should be headlining the Autumn Fest.
Because they stole the show, huh?
I'm telling you, it's amazing to me, and they are very good musicians. Do not get me wrong, but that style of music just works.
Yeah.
And they are very good at what they do. And I'm going to give you a caveat to that this year. Amanda Mograss is their lead singer, and she's taking a trip after Autumn Fest. She's going to American Idol. She won her golden ticket, and she will be playing Autumn. Singing at American Idol.
Good for her.
Yeah.
This may be a chance for you to come out and see Amanda and Platinum Thrill for one of the last times, because if she blows up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But this is getting in.
You can say I was there.
Absolutely.
I knew her when.
And if anyone's seen Platinum Thrill or Amanda on stage, what stage presence?
Oh
she
yeah,
has.
she kills it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Scott Motika, I mean, you're talking about a guitar prodigy. This kid, and kind of local around Woonsocket, but Scott Motika, when we was 15 years old, was a virtuoso in guitar. There's nothing he can't play. Mike Martin, these guys, Platinum Thrill is going to thrill. So come see them as well.
All right. When the thrill is done, we bring out the Catnip Junkies, who did the flip flop with Josh Kerwin. So this is basically New Orleans swing. How would you describe that, Steve?
Okay, so the reason why I believe they're worth the effort to move them around and cause the problem and blah 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 is because of this. They are like you ever see a New Orleans funeral where these jazz possessions run down the streets and and it's more of a party than a funeral. Well, that's what this is. New Orleans swing music. They're going to march through the audience, and they're going to be playing their trombones and their tubas, and they're going to be clanging and banging. But they do today's music to that beats.
Yeah.
You understand? So they're not just going to go do ragtime, blah, blah, blah. They're going to come out and hit you with a song. You're going to go, oh, my God.
I didn't know
Listen
you
to
could do that.
It
Yeah.
sounds like fun.
Exactly. And then they're going to dance up on the stage. They're going to march through, get up there. They're going to put on such a show that we're actually glad they're coming. And that's why we go through the process. We try to bring in these quality acts for a reason. You're all going to be very well entertained. And this is a filler act for the front of the stage. That's the beauty of what they're going to put on for you.
All right. And they'll be on, and when they're done, around 6:30, we have another downtime for the setup and sound check for the headlining act for Sunday night. And we're trying to keep Melissa on the down low on this, because we don't need her rushing the stage. Dean Ford and the Beautiful Ones, the Prince Tribute Band, is the headline act. Goes on at 7:30, and I'm getting a lot of calls on the Autumn Fest cell phone. Is it true that Dean's coming? I can't wait to see him. Someone called. Can I bring my own chair in case all the chairs are filled? Sure, yeah, if you want to, absolutely.
You do you.
They're absolutely thrilled to pieces that the Prince Tribute Band is coming. For those of us lucky enough, we saw Dean perform in the beer tent 2 years ago, and we're like, wow, this is what an impressive show he was. He put on a great act. So it's great that he's going to be on the main stage, Steve.
Yeah, so what happened there was we had a fundraiser a couple of years ago on a Thursday night, because Autumn Fest has been trying to do a Thursday night fundraiser forever, and they just fail miserably. They just don't work. There's so much going on that week. It's so much busy that you can't just keep shoehorning things in. So we decided not to do it anymore.
Yeah.
But fortunately, we had Dean Ford play that event for us, and it was very not attended well. It just wasn't. And he blew anybody who saw
was
him
there.
that night. Okay,
All 75 of us.
Yeah, anyone who saw him there that night was so impressed.
Yeah.
I'm going, I have got to get this guy on the stage and put him on the main stage. He is going to kill Autumn Fest, and I'm telling you, he is going to put on such a show. He does the whole Purple Rain album from
Start to finish.
unbelievable.
You have no idea how happy I am right now.
And he dresses like Prince. He's in the purple outfits and the
I have to
ruffles
think about
and-
what Prince shirt I'm gonna choose to wear, because I have multiple.
That's an important decision to make.
It is.
Yeah, this guy really does.
Yeah.
They say this is the closest thing you're ever going to see to Prince.
Prince. Okay.
And he plays the guitar like Prince. And he doesn't.
Yes.
it's the
There's
whole
no track.
it's the whole
It's
package.
him on the
Absolutely.
guitar. We were snake bit that night when he was played at the beer tent that night because they get stuck in traffic, and they were like an hour late, and people still stuck around. I mean, the real fans stuck around to see him, and I had to keep going up on stage. I go, I'm not Prince, I know, but they're not here.
Boo, did they
They're
throw
not-
tomatoes at
they're-
you?
They're not here yet. And then it was up on stage. Okay, they're here, but now they got to get ready.
Yeah.
So have a few more drinks. So, all right. So we're really looking forward to Dean Ford and the Beautiful Ones doing the Prince tribute band. That'll be followed by fireworks at 9 o'clock. So the traditional fireworks will be going off at 9 o'clock. They'll be just as loud as they always are. We can't turn the volume down on the fireworks. Inside joke. On Monday, after the 10 Division Parade goes by, the entertainment starts at once again at noontime up on the main stage. School of Rock is back. This is always great to see how well these kids perform. And they're new kids every year, Steve.
Yeah, and when we talk about giving people their 15 minutes or putting these kids on a real stage and letting them actually entertain, you've got to see the School of Rock. The look on these kids' faces, it's like life and death, and it's probably one of the best experiences they're going to have, because not everybody becomes successful and moves on and becomes a successful musician.
Yeah.
So these kids get up on that stage and perform, and they perform.
And in front of a live audience, which is
Absolutely.
a thrill for them.
Man, I mean, they played Charlemagne by
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan. Are you kidding me? You're talking about a 13-year-old kid up there whacking out Steely Dan. You know what I mean? But they do it, and it's awesome.
And-
It's awesome.
And it's great that they rotate around. So if I sing this song, okay, next song I'm on guitar, and next song I'm on bass, next song I'm on drums, next song I rest.
Yeah.
And then they just keep rotating around. And it's like, wow,
Yeah, so
that's
we love
great that they
having them.
learned it all.
We love having
So
it.
School of Rock is back at 1 o'clock. Judy Sullivan is back with more games, more audience participation, again with Minute to Win It. So that'll be fun. 1:30 to 3, local cover band called Timeless. Are they out of Woonsocket?
No, I think they're out of Lincoln.
Okay.
But these kids, they've played Autumn Fest a few times. They started off on the kids stage probably 4 or 5 years ago. A year or two hiatus, and then I brought them onto the main stage because they totally were too big for and too good for the kids,
Kids
stage. Not
stage,
that it's
okay.
just different. And they were young kids at that time. They were 15, 16, 17. So,
All right,
you
so
know,
they're
we're
older
talking they're
now.
probably 20 years old, 21 now.
Yeah.
And they play well.
Okay.
They are very entertaining.
At 3 o'clock, we'll do our usual closing ceremonies. We'll do the drawings for the buttons and the split the pot and all that fun stuff. And then we have one more act to close out Autumn Fest for this year. It's a Dave Matthews tribute band. They're called So Lucky. Where are they out of, Steve?
They are local,
Okay.
right out of the city.
Right in
If anyone
Woonsocket,
knows, Adam Go is in this band, so he's a
Okay.
member of this band. Which Adam, been around the city, and he's doing a lot in the bear tent this year as well. So entertainment for Matt in the Harvest Garden. will
Harvest
be,
Garden. That's
yeah.
right.
But yeah, So Lucky, again, very local, very talented musicians. They come together. They're going to play some Dave Matthews for you. Again, another nice tribute. I love tribute bands because you get the quality and the sound without the price.
Right.
And Dave Matthews, again, the people who like Dave Matthews are going to like So Lucky. The people who don't know Dave Matthews are going to like So Lucky. And it's just because you might not know Dave Matthews. Again,
Right.
they're that 90s, 2000 era, very, very big, but if you don't know them, you do.
All right, and we also have the Kids Fest stage. They'll have their own entertainment. They'll have bands over there. They'll have magicians over there.
Yep.
If you like that kind of stuff. They also have a lot of Disney characters. Like Mary Poppins, Snow White, Captain Jack
Captain
Sparrow
Jack.
will all be over there interacting with the kids and the parents. So that'll be a lot of fun. We got the sports stuff going on. 3-on-3 basketball, cornhole tournament over in the basketball area. So that's a lot of fun over there as well with Ellis Cooper putting that on for us. So it's going to be another busy weekend for us, Steve.
And it starts tonight.
Starts tonight. We want to remind people on Friday night, it is bracelet night. The rides are up and running from 6 to 10. It is $35 per bracelet, but if you go online to Finelli Amusements, right up until 6 o'clock, you can buy them for $30 online. Although I don't know how you get your bracelet by doing it online, but
You
they've
must
got
get
it
it,
all
yeah.
figured out.
Yeah,
So,
probably
so,
get a little code or
yeah,
something.
$30 if you buy the ride all the rides tonight at FinelliAmusements.com. And the Harvest Garden will be open tonight as well. There'll be a band in there. Pieces of 8, I think.
Yep, they
are
played last year.
Are inside the Harvest Garden
Very
tonight. So
entertaining.
come on out and enjoy yourself. Steve, thanks for coming in and going over the whole lineup.
Joe, thanks for
Changes
having
and
me.
everything.
And we look forward to having everybody attend Autumn Fest this year. Come see me, and I'll see you.
That's right. Now don't shake his hand. He's got poison ivy.
Thank you, Social Park.
Sorry about that, Steve. All right, we're gonna take a break here on the Coffee and program. More coming your way. Right now, time for the weather forecast, brought to you by Compassion International.
More clouds than sun today, high of 72 degrees. Tonight, here's a 40% chance of a shower, cloudy skies, overnight low of 60. Saturday, first day of Autumn Fest. Well, it's not looking like a sunshiny day, but it's the best forecast we've had for Saturday all week long. Only a 60% chance of some showers. It'll be cloudy all day, 66. If we do get rain, it'll be mostly in the afternoon and evening, and a tenth to a quarter of an inch only. Sunday's weather, mostly sunny and 60 degrees. And the third day of Autumn Fest, Monday, Columbus Day, Parade Day, mostly sunny skies and a high of 59. Tuesday, back to work at school with partly sunny skies, only a 40% chance of a shower Tuesday and a high of 61. Wednesday, mostly sunny and 64. And Thursday, mostly sunny and 65 degrees.
Thanks, Dave. Currently outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street. We have cloudy skies and 64 degrees. Families in poverty are facing a global food crisis. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646.
Let me say a word about Chan's Fine Oriental Dining at 267 Main Street in Woonsocket. Yes, this is where you get to enjoy the best. Book your next party with Chan's. They have a lovely room, as you know. And great food like the wonton soup, the crab rangoon, boneless ribs, teriyaki sesame chicken, and general chicken, and 5-spice shrimp, lo mein, fried rice. Gosh, I don't have to go through all of it, do I? 32 special combo dinners at Chan's, delicious and reasonably priced. Friday and Saturday, you have WRIK karaoke in the lounge from 8 to 11. And of course, Mai Tais and Scorpion Bowls to go at Chan's. 765-1900, delivery at 762-1364, Chan's.
Are you looking for solutions to meet your business banking needs? At Milford Federal, the longest-standing community bank in the area, they offer customized solutions for commercial lending, cash management, online banking, and payment processing services. Their business banking team is committed to the growth and success of your business with local decision-making and a relationship-based approach. Let Milford Federal be your banking partner. Visit them at milfordfederal.com today. Milford Federal Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, and MLS number 465956.
Today's the day to nominate the best of the Blackstone Valley.com.
This segment of the Coffee and program is brought to you by the Valley Breeze newspaper.
The Valley Breeze has been a local news leader since its founding in 1996, and more people are reading our stories today than ever before. We believe our mission of making our community stronger by telling their stories is not just a tagline, but a way of life for our staff as they connect with you, our loyal readers and advertisers. Our team thanks you for always reading, always reaching out, and always helping toward our shared vision. Check out any of our 5 editions or visit valleybreeze.com for more.
It is Coffee and on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Melissa Murray, and we're also being joined by Rich Lane from Post 85. Hi there, Rich.
Hey, morning, everyone.
Before we find out what's going on at the Post, I want to remind you that we have high school football tonight on ON Radio. Tonight, the 2-2 St. Ray's Saints travel to Cumberland to take on the 4-0 Cumberland Clippers. Cumberland will be looking to run the ball mostly during this game. Quarterback Evan Spencer has been day-to-day since he got injured in the first game of the season against Somerset Berkeley. Running back Andrew Ray has taken over at quarterback, has 290 yards rushing and 5 total TDs. And Ty Troiano has 397 yards rushing to go along with his 5 touchdowns. If Ray's not the QB, look for sophomore Owen Horwath to be under the center. Cumberland is looking to avenge last year's loss to St. Ray's. They are averaging 24 points a game while just giving up 8.5. St. Ray's averaging just 11 points a game, giving up 15. They'll try to limit Cumberland's run game while trying to take advantage of opportunities on offense. Should be a good game tonight at 7 o'clock. Join Kevin Callahan and Brendan McGarr, St. Ray's versus the Cumberland Clippers. So, Rich, what's new? What's happening? What's going on at the Post?
Well, like everyone else, I think seasons are winding down. There's no more bands, needless to say, because of the weather changing. So we just want to thank everybody up there. The commander asked me to thank everybody out there that have attended this year. We had a very good year, in spite of having a lot of Saturday rains.
Yeah.
But we still did very well, and anytime anybody comes down there and takes their hard-earned dollars and spends it on something down there, you're helping veterans and you're helping American Legion Post 85. So we really, really appreciate that, because without, the public coming down there and doing their thing, we would probably cease to exist. So we really depend a lot on the non-veteran population to come down there and help us out. As far as what's going on, this is something that, and it kind of saddened me the other day, I got to be honest. We started out a campaign about 2.5, 3 weeks ago called Circle of Love for Rhode Island Vets. It's a donation drive to assist Rhode Island homeless veterans when they transition into their own living area and housing. Mm-hmm. And, I'm not even saying that nobody out there paid attention to it. Not even our own people have yet. Because I looked in the basket and there was nothing. Oh. So what we're looking for is, like I said, our American Legion Auxiliary is doing it, and it's called Circle of Love for Rhode Island Vets. And like I said, it's to assist homeless veterans when they transition to their own housing. So what we're looking to collect are things like it. You figure you're going from a homeless situation to living on your own. What do you need?
Everything.
Everything, right? But you know what? Specific. They're collecting the following items, and they have to be new. It says all items must be new. But we're looking for extension cords, batteries, Fix-A-Dent. Okay? Mm-hmm. Some people don't have their own teeth, so they need Fix-A-Dent, right? Toothbrushes, cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, dryer sheets, trash bags, aluminum foil, saran wrap, toilet paper. Lucky it isn't during the COVID time period, huh? Mm-hmm. With the toilet paper, remember there was none of that around.
Oh, yeah.
And paper towels, Keurig coffee pods, and bed in a bag. And you folks turned around and educated me what bed in the bag was last week. It's, you take a pillow, a blanket, sheets and stuff and throw it all in the bag. They must, and I guess they sell them like that, right? At places like Walmart and Target.
Yep,
and,
they do, yeah.
So listen, folks, if you're out there and you really, really want to help, with this, and I mean, I'm a little prejudiced when I say it that, veterans are important to me. But, if you really want to make a difference in a veteran's life that's going from homelessness, transitioning into housing, if you could drop off one of these items or some of these items over to American Legion Post 85, at 870 River Street here in Woonsocket. We are going to be collecting these items until the end of October, and hopefully we have so much that we need trucks to haul it out of there. But it's extremely, extremely important, and it's just something that's really going to help out homeless veterans. Other thing, on a lighter note, that we have going on down there is October the 28th. I made the announcement last week that we are going to have our trunk or treat drive, and that's a very, very safe place for your children to grandchildren to do some trick or treating. We have people that we know and people that we trust go up there, and they decorate the back of their vehicles and cars and things like that, and they have candy in the back of it for the kids. We've got all sorts of little kid activities going on. What those activities are, I'm not privy to, but I was just, I was told by the president of the auxiliary Nikki Lafort that they will have some fun activities for the kids going on, as well as the trick or treating.
If the auxiliary's putting it on, I'm sure they've got it covered.
They're knockout, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
They are. I mean, I just can't. I mean, we try to do the best we can as the Post and the civilian organization we have down there, Friends of Fairmont. They do a lot too, but our auxiliary, and we don't call it Ladies Auxiliary anymore because a couple of years ago, the American Legion transitioned into allowing males into it. So the auxiliary down at the Post, though, is just, I don't know, amazing,
They're
phenomenal.
phenomenal. Yeah.
They've won
Yeah.
they won a national award for what they do for children less than a year after they were in existence. I mean, that's just, incredible. And for Nikki and her crew, it's a great thing. Another thing we got going on down there, and I want everybody to keep it. I know everybody's got activities like they may go to on Veterans Day, but I know up at the Post, what we're sitting down, I've got to sit down with the commander and a few other people this week. What we're planning on up at the Eternal Flame Memorial is not only laying those brass plaques I mentioned last week on some of the cement slabs we have up there, and those brass plaques honor the Rhode Island veterans from World War II, those that gave the ultimate sacrifice, and we got another plaque that has the whole history of, what was involved. You'd be amazed to hear what this city did during World War II. I mean, it's phenomenal with some of those old mills down there and some of the things that they provided in the war effort back in World War II. But
The ghost tanks is just the
Yeah.
the ghost
it's an
tanks. I
amazing
mean,
story.
right
Those
down
are
at
great
down at the
story.
mills,
Yeah.
right? I mean, and we've had some of our members down there and some of the civilians that go down there actually had grandmothers and grandfathers, they're telling me, that worked in the mills and
Made
actually
them.
did those ghost tanks. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really, really cool
That was us.
to listen to the stories. But we plan on doing a little a little dedication up at the Eternal Flame site on Veterans Day. And from what I'm understanding, some of the people I'm going to be talking with this week actually want to do the Korean and Vietnam at the same time. I guess plaques are currently being made right now. Hopefully that's all done in time. But, like I said, keep on November 11th. If you got nothing, to do that day yet, keep that date in mind to come down to the Post. I'm sure we'll have a great ceremony because we'll have our color guard, and I'll say it's going to be great because I'm a member of the color guard.
So of course it's going to be great.
Of course it's going to be great. And we still know our lefts from our rights. So, I mean,
all right.
and that's pretty much what's going on down at the Post. But once again, and I know I'm repeating myself, please, Circle of Love for Rhode Island Vets donation drive to help our homeless veterans transition into housing. And I try to remember, and I always forget, I want to mention real quick the courtesy vehicle. We have that courtesy vehicle available to us to take veterans to their VA and any type of private medical appointments. It's for veterans that live in towns, not only in Woonsocket, but surrounding communities around Woonsocket. All you got to do is call the American Legion Post at 401-766-7585 if you have a medical appointment, veterans. Talk to the person on the other end of the phone. I am the duty officer. They will contact me. I will contact you. We will bring you to your medical appointment. We will wait for you at your medical appointment, and we will bring you home from your medical appointment. This is a free service. We do not charge anything, and we have that vehicle available to us. So, and please try to give us some advance notice on your medical appointment, because once a date fills up, we do not take another. Ride that day. We do one a day to make sure that nobody is delayed and nobody loses their appointments. And that's about it.
All right, Rich, very good.
Thank
you for the update.
I think that Circle of Love is a great name for that. And I will say, made me think about maybe about 15 years ago, I went through a divorce and I lost everything, or I walked away from everything. That's another story. And I had moved across the country with my one little Volkswagen GTI, my dogs, and like just a little hamburger thing. You know those hamburger things? They look like a Big Mac?
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
put it on top of the car. And went to a new city, had some friends there, and I had nothing. And I moved into this tiny little apartment, and I had nothing. And one of my new coworkers gave me a super nice comforter. And it was just something that, like, it just meant a lot to me. I would not have bought that for myself, you know, and she just like kind of gave me other things. And I just remember feeling like so grateful. It was such a big deal to just like, she gave me a set of dishes that matched, a comforter, you know, and a blanket that matched, like, you know, when you're starting over and you have nothing and you kind of have like a ragtag mismatch, it's just really nice to have nice new things. And it meant so much to me. I never forgot that. She passed away since then, but I never forgot how kind she was and how loved I felt. And so, you know, just know that you're very lucky to have, those of you who have, you know, the things that you need are so lucky, and definitely you can make someone feel loved just by giving them something that maybe it doesn't seem like a big deal to you, but is like a huge deal to them. So just wanted to relay that, and I will repost that.
And you know, when I
flyer
listen
also.
when I listen to somebody you know, somebody on the radio, on TV, when I'm listening and I see how many things they're listing, I go, man, that's a lot. They need a lot, and I almost feel like I'm helpless. I can't help it. Look
Right.
how much
Just
they need. But
one
bring
thing.
one thing, and
Right.
if 100 people bring one thing,
Right.
Just
Maybe I
one
can't
thing.
afford a bed and a bag,
Right.
but I can afford some fix-it.
yeah, some fix
I
it
can
in, or
afford,
a
you
tube
know,
of toothpaste. Come in, throw
brand
it in the
new,
basket.
like when you have nothing and you're struggling, like those things are expensive, you
Yep.
know? So
Yep.
yeah, just wanted to amplify that.
All right, this portion of the Coffee and Program has been sponsored by the Valley Breeze newspaper.
The Valley Breeze has been a local news leader since its founding in 1996, and more people are reading our stories today than ever before. We believe our mission of making our community stronger by telling their stories is not just a tagline, but a way of life for our staff as they connect with you, our loyal readers and advertisers. Our team thanks you for always reading, always reaching out, and always helping toward our shared vision. Check out any of our 5 editions or visit valleybreeze.com for more.
The latest trends in kitchen and bath design are vivid colors like Viva Magenta being incorporated into cabinets, vanities, and tile. Metallic finishes, especially coppers and rich golds, are good for faucets, sinks, and hardware. Plus, black is always a popular choice for cabinets and wall color.
Hi, this is Kevin Beck from Cumberland Kitchen and Bath Design Center.
Kevin and his team can make your dream kitchen and bath a reality. Cumberland Kitchen and Bath Design Center, McDonald's Plaza, Menden Road, right off Route 295 in Cumberland. Visit CumberlandKitchen.com. Transforming a house into a home at Cumberland Kitchen and Bath Design Center.
The Anchor Auto Group has served and been involved with the local community for over 35 years. We also make a difference by putting you first. From our service team to our state-of-the-art facility, you'll receive 5-star treatment. During the current inventory shortage, we've worked day and night to ensure we have the best assortment of new and pre-owned vehicles in New England. Want to find your next vehicle quickly? Then get to Anchor Subaru Nissan on Route 146 in North Smithfield or online at anchorautogroup.com.
Hi, this is Yvette Houle. Holy Trinity Parish Christmas Bazaar and Craft Fair is Saturday, November 4th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Parish Hall, 1371 Park Avenue, which is handicap accessible. Come browse the many gifts, crafts, and much more. There will be gift certificate raffle, split the pot, theme baskets, baked goods, and special raffles. Visit Santa, give him your wish list, and take photos with the children. There will also be a children's craft area to keep the children busy while the parents shop. Kitchen will be open for lunch and will include the popular dynamites, meatball sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, onion rings, and Venus de Milo soup. For further information, contact me, Yvette Houle, at 766-5663.
All right, it's Coffee and on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Melissa Murray and Rich Elaine. So just a couple of things going on, and just a front page of the call today. Boy, you could have really knocked me over with a feather with this one. They had a couple of lockdowns at Woonsocket High School right at the beginning of the year, and I was praising Chief Oates on how fast they were able to isolate, and it looked like there was a person in the state of Washington was making the threats. against Woonsocket High School.
Yeah, and everyone's thinking, why would someone in
Yeah.
Washington randomly
Do this
choose? But it wasn't
because
random,
they were
right?
trying to like he was swatting them, and so
Yeah.
they could see the response that comes and like that. Well, it turns out that's not true. The Woonsocket police have arrested a 15-year-old female student at Woonsocket High who was having some kind of online relationship with this guy in Washington. And as I read the story, it looks like the guy in Washington is trying to end things or has ended things with this girl. Well, she got mad. So what she did is, and I don't know how you do this, but the youngsters know how to do stuff like this. It's alleged that she set up a fake Snapchat account to make it appear like the man in Washington was responsible for calling in the threat.
Yikes.
And so that's why when the police go at it, it bounces back to him, and they go and arrest him out there. So it makes it look like he did this and not her. And now after more investigating, he's innocent, and they've arrested the 15-year-old girl for doing this.
Can you imagine they busted on him and he's
They're
like,
like, what is going on?
What is even happening right
Yeah.
now, right?
Well, the line of questioning to him would be, you got anybody, if you didn't do it, you got anybody that's really angry with you that
In one
well,
socket.
yeah, I got this
Yes.
15-year-old
Oh, yeah,
girl
as a
in
matter of
socket
fact.
that's kind of,
Yeah.
PO'd at me, so
Yeah.
That is just it's wild.
go talk to her, see what's going on.
Oh,
How old is
and
this
they-
guy,
they-
anyhow?
they have
They
ne-
never...
They have never said.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
haven't
Here
given
we
out-
go.
They haven't
Here
given
we
out a
go,
name.
yeah.
They haven't given out an age. It's just that it's a male out
Yep.
in the state of Washington.
Oh, boy.
So she's now free.
She's free.
Wait a minute. I got to get the right name here. It looks like she's free on $30,000 personal recognizance pending a pre-arraignment conference in Superior Court on January 8th.
And the 30 grand is probably coming out of her parents' pocket. They must
Oh,
be
yeah, she doesn't-
really, really, really pleased at her. Huh?
She doesn't have 30 grand with her. So.
No.
But the police go in and talk about they scoured the woods behind Woonsocket High for 3 hours
Oh gosh.
looking for somebody that wasn't there.
Right, that
Jeez.
didn't
Talk
exist.
about a waste of time and effort
And money.
and money. It's
Tax
basically
dollars.
The entire police department is at Woonsocket High.
Right. And folks
basically trying to
getting
do this.
needlessly afraid
Yes.
and just adding to that fear mongering, right?
Mm-hmm,
For absolutely no reason.
So crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nutty
Crazy.
world.
So,
Crazy.
but we were talking off the air. The 15-year-olds, they know how to create a fake Snapchat social media account to make it look like someone else is doing something, and you're not doing it.
Well, you talk about the young kids knowing how to do that. It's funny you say that because it was just last night. I'm sitting at home, and my grandkids are, literally right next door. We got this little closet that separates the houses. So she comes through the door, and I look at her, and I go, what are you doing tomorrow afternoon? And she goes, which was yesterday, meaning this afternoon. I said, I'm doing a wedding in New Hampshire on Saturday, and I have to speak to the bride because they're doing their rehearsal tomorrow afternoon. I said, and her mother said that she would set us up on FaceTime. I said,
Yeah.
and
What's that?
I don't know nothing. Oh, she said, I'll be over at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's
Do it for her.
Yes,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
she's 16. Like you said, the little ones know how to do all that.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't got a clue. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I don't turn my phone off because I don't know how to turn it back on.
There you go.
I just
There you go.
learned. I just learned.
If I learned just how to keep it on, okay, perfect.
Oh, you should have
Just leave it the way
saw.
it is.
I went through a thing about a month ago where it said something about doing a password to open up my phone.
Yeah.
And I did my 4 numbers that I always know and stuff, but then I couldn't figure out. What's this screen mean? So I don't know. I just shouldn't touch my phone. That's
I was
all.
today years old
That's
when
right, what I
I
learned.
learned how to turn off my ringer. like Steve Laramie taught me. I was like, yeah, I just don't know how to turn the ringer all the way down. He's like, oh, you just do this, and I was like, oh, all right, that's cool.
So this, by the way, this student at Woonsocket High, she's been charged with obstructing and disorderly conduct and that's the most serious crimes.
Yep.
But that's the only thing they can lodge against her, because the state of Rhode Island, and this may come up with you, Melissa, the state of Rhode Island does not have a law against the so-called swatting thing.
All
So
right.
look for that to come across your desk
All right.
down there at the State
All
House
right.
at some point, or introduce it yourself if you like.
Yep.
The other story on the front page of today's call: the new owner of Slatersville Pizza in North Smithfield, he's free on personal recognizance after state prosecutors lodged a dozen counts of sexual misconduct against him that resulted from his alleged behavior when he was the manager at Ciro's Tavern. He was going after some of the women there. He's facing 4 counts of second-degree sexual assault, 4 counts of third-degree sexual assault, 2 counts of simple assault, and 1 count of indecent solicitation of a child, 1 count of electronically disseminating indecent material to a minor. That's a lot. It's a lot of charges.
That's a lot of charges.
And they said, that they didn't want to come forward. The girls are all between 17 and 20, because they thought that they'd go against them.
Yep.
And take away their hours and their work, and they'd lose money. But now that he's gone, he was fired from Ciro's. They don't say why he was fired, but he was just fired. And then he went and bought this pizza shop that he's starting in Slatersville. And now they came forward after that and say,
Right.
all right.
Right.
So they went and got him.
Right.
So I don't think there's any question as why he was fired from Ciro's.
Well,
I mean,
I'd venture a guess on that one. I was just I'm not going to embarrass him by coming right out and saying his name, but he came in. He just came in. You saw him pop in, and he had a little note he gave me. He said, "Do you take cash donations?" And that would be for that Circle of Love thing I talked about
nice.
earlier. And he's thank you. I won't say your name, but he has been extremely generous
Yep.
to the veteran population
Yes, he
with some of
has.
the things he's done. And so I won't say your name because I don't want you to turn all red and flustered or anything. But thank you so much. Much appreciated. And yes, we will take cash donations. So if you go down to the American Legion post, we got bartenders down there that are extremely, extremely honest. You can feel very comfortable putting a cash donation in the envelope and just putting on it a homeless vet drive, and we'll utilize that to get some of the things that we'll wait till we see what we got, and then we'll utilize it at the end of the
fill in
October
what
to
you
do
need.
whatever
Yep.
we think we need. So once again, thank you.
all right, there. Very good. Now, let's look at Melissa's take on this, because you're the woman here. So
oh no, I feel like this is a trap.
NASA has awarded a contract to Prada to
Okay.
design the new astronaut moon suits.
Oh my God, gee, come
The high
on.
fashion company was chosen to work on the suits by Axiom Space, a private company that was awarded a NASA contract last year to
Because
have
they
to
were the
modernize-
lowest bidder.
Yes,
I doubt
modernize
that.
its
I
astronaut
doubt it.
suits. The Prada space suits will be worn on NASA's Artemis 3 mission in 2025 when they go back to the moon. Send astronauts back to the moon.
Okay.
But now it's going to be the first time a female will be an astronaut, and she's going to look good on the moon.
Absolutely. You
So
never
she's
know
gonna
who
be-
you're going to run into
never
on the moon.
know.
You might walk into a bar on the moon, you want to look good when
And
you
gotta-
walk in,
and
right,
You gotta,
Melissa?
You got to be in
Right.
your Prada outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
Like-
So I will put on
Wow.
my state legislator
Hat here.
finance committee hat here and say, so long as the Prada was awarded that bid and they went out to bid and it was the lowest bid, then I'm cool with that.
Well, the bid actually was won by Axiom Space. They were awarded the contract.
Okay.
So Axiom Space, they were the low bidder, and they went to Prada.
All right. And
we
Prada
want you to
probably
do it.
said, yes, we can,
So
get
those
our-
suits worn by Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin and all those guys, it's
Scrap that.
last year.
So,
You got to make them look sleek.
so when you're going into
I don't
that
own any Prada, just, in case you were wondering.
when
Not
you go
really
into
as
that
fancy.
bar on the moon, right, and you're going to have a margarita, what kind of outfit with spacesuit would go good with a margarita? I don't know.
I just thought it was funny that Prada's going to be. How about we make them functional?
Yeah, God sakes,
so,
please.
Margarita in a MRE
Yeah, that
container, right?
margaritas
It's
and
like,
MREs
yeah.
in your spacesuit.
That's a
Yeah.
great
Sounds
idea.
like a great time.
So you're not too squeamish about spiders, is anybody?
Oh,
No, go ahead.
Well, this happens out in California every year. Spider webs fell from the sky across California's central coast on Wednesday morning. It's a natural phenomenon. It's called ballooning. Was seen in Monterey, Santa Cruz, and San Benito counties. It occurs when spiders use their webs to fly through the air.
Yes, right, like in Charlotte's Web.
Like in Charlotte's Web.
Goodbye.
That's
I
right.
never knew that.
They act like paragliders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how they get from place to place. Spiders use ballooning to disperse after they hatch.
Now, is this like regular type of spiders, or some kind of a weird type of spider? Or
No, it's just
This is like your
plain
regular
spider?
old
Regular
spider.
common
Well, you
spider.
think, why would it be just California? I don't know.
There's a
Well,
lot
it's
of
not. I don't think it's like a tarantula.
No?
One of those big brown spiders.
All right,
Your
yeah.
little garden, small guys like Charlotte. Charlotte was
yes,
small
like
little-
Charlotte.
Yeah, so if I see spiders in the sky around here, it really shouldn't be.
don't worry, it's
worry
natural,
about it.
it's
It's
normal.
natural. It's
Yeah.
normal.
No, I'm not having that.
But they were in the, so you see them float from the sky. Webs were reported in a dozen cities: Santa Cruz, Salinas, Monterey, Hollister, and San Jose. The spiders, it's like the Capistranos have returned. to
I was
San
just going to
Jose.
say that. A little different type of,
Yeah.
Capistrano type of thing.
I have the 4-leg rule. If it has more than 4 legs,
Kill it.
I'm not going to kill it.
Not me, snakes.
Let it go.
Forget snakes.
I don't care about snakes are fine.
No, I don't.
Reptiles fine. If it has more than 4 legs, not okay.
All right, there you go. We run out of time, so we got to run. Thanks for listening in. Thanks to Steve Laramie from AutoFest, the entertainment coordinator from AutoFest, for joining us, telling us about the entertainment at AutoFest. And Melissa, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Come out to Autumn Fest and also donate to the Post if you can.
That's right. Rich Lane, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for saying that. Donation drive, Circle of Love for Rhode Island vets. Drop items that will be needed down American Legion Post 85. They have to be new. Thank you.
Very good. I'm Joe Callahan. Have a great weekend. We'll see you at Autumn Fest. Stay tuned for Gary Smith and the crew. Do you remember it's at 9:30 on ON Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news. The Rhode Island Fire Marshal